company would only pay the man a couple dollars and sell it for 20 times that amount. It's not fair to that person who's making the vodka or goods and where the company or state is taking all the revenue. That form of enclosure via intellectual property is why Nike can pay a sweatshop owner a few bucks for a pair of sneakers and then mark them up for $200. Most of what you pay for in capitalism isn't the actual cost of labor and materials, but the trademark. This represents why capitalism is bad and why it won't work for Russia. Wherever there is great property, there is great inequality. For one very rich man, there must be at least 500 poor, and the affluence of the few supposes the indigence of the many. The affluence of the rich excites the indignation of the poor, who are often both driven by want and prompted by envy to invade his possessions.
Wasn't fair and had bad judgment. The state would end up like capitalism. Few people would be rich, but most people would be poor. It wouldn't be fair for those people who ended up poor. A political system in which the means of production, distribution, and exchange are mostly owned by the state and are used on behalf of the people. Socialism is based on a bureaucratic central planning and collective ownership. Under socialism, the state redistributes the wealth of society in a more equal way, according to the judgment of the legislator. In a communist regime, people are treated equal regardless of education, financial stability, and so on in the eyes of the government. Economic boundaries don't separate or categorize people, a situation that eliminates crime and violence.
Communism is the best choice.
Communism is created by Karl Marx. The process is the citizens will make all of the production, such as the food and cars, etc. Would all give that to the government, and the government will equally distribute it to everyone, but everyone will get the same amount no matter how hard they work. Karl Marx believed communism was the best way to go, although it was hard. But Karl Marx didn't look at the flaws. If someone didn't work or didn't work as hard, the system could get messed up. But at the same time, it was the only way to be fair.
Later came to refer to a system in which government, led by a small elite, controlled all economic and political life. In the struggles people had endured throughout history, because wealth and power would be equally shared. In communism, people are treated equal regardless of education, financial stability, and so on, in the eyes of the government. Economic boundaries don't separate or categorize people, a situation that eliminates crime and violence. It's everyone equal and fair so it can cut down the rich and the poor. This is good because there will be less killing, as if there was not already enough deaths in Russia. And people will come together knowing that the government sees everyone and equals, and no one should have a one-up on anyone for any reason at all. In a communist system, people are entitled to have jobs. Because the government owns all means of production, the government can provide jobs for at least a majority of the people. Everyone in a communist country is given enough work opportunities for them to live and survive. Every citizen, however, must do his or her part for the economy to receive pay and incentives. Everyone has to do their fair share of work to get their pay, so this will keep the population active, doing their work, for more control and less riots in Russia. This will also help stop robberies because the government has all the money and not the innocent citizens.